other branch. So this we understood, right? And the second point, so we can club or combine or squash multiple commits into a single commit. Okay, let's learn how do we combine both the commit, or we also call it as squash. Okay, so squash is basically to combine multiple commits into a single commit that we can achieve through Rebase. Okay, let's see how it works. How do we squash the commits? Okay, and we also call it as clubbing, combining. Okay, let's see how it works. So what I'll do, I'll open git bash. cd to git. Okay, so I'm in git branch. Let's list the branch. Okay, there are three branches: dev, master, and prod. Okay, now I'm in prod branch. So if I do git log one line, okay, so I have total 6 commits. Okay, now suppose if I want to combine these two, okay, so if I want to combine these two, how do I combine? So I'll have to go with the rebase only. Okay, so that's what the rebase definition, right? We can club or combine or squash multiple commits into a single commit. And now we can combine these two. Okay, let's see how it works. So to combine these two from top, I'll have to keep it edit for top 3 commits. Okay, so that is the reason git rebase hyphen I head. What is head in git?
Points to latest commit.
Exactly. Yes, tilt 3. So I'm gonna point tilt 3 means if I point tilt 3, these top three commits will be getting edited. Suppose if I point tilt 4, top 4 commit will get it be will be in a editor mode. Okay. Suppose if I point tilt 5, top 5 commit will be in a editor mode. Okay. Now let's keep tilt 4. Let's keep it edit for top 4 commit. Okay, so if I press enter, it will move to the editor mode, the vi mode. Okay, so here what you see, pick, see this, these are all top 4 commit from bottom. You're able to understand this. The top commit was adding conditional loop for bug fix, and below commit is adding shebang, and below that commit is output.txt is added, correct? And below that commit is initial commit, right? See, this is my top 4 commit. I'm getting it for editor mode. Okay, now what I will do, I wanted to combine these two, right? Correct, right?
Yes, sir.
Are you guys following me?
Yes, sir.
So instead of pick you can see what is for squash, use commit. Okay, but so what it is saying, squash keep only the previous and it combines a multiple commit. Okay, so instead of pick, I'm gonna point yes. Sorry, I'm gonna point yes. Means what is S? S stands for squash. Okay, squashing it to below commit. Okay, after pointing yes, so what I will do, I'll just save, escape, colon, WQ explanatory. What happened? Okay, there is an issue with the rebase. Okay, so I'll keep it for edit 4. Escape, insert, escape, insert. I'll keep both. Instead of pick, I'll keep it for squash. Let's see. Escape. Okay, see, I'm able to see here adding shebang. Okay, and the commit below that commit will be added .txt is output.txt is added, and then initial commit, right? So what I'm going to do here is I'll copy this. Okay, I'll keep it for single commit. So when I'm keeping it for single commit, I'll have to point the message as well. Okay, so escape, insert, copy this commit, and escape, insert, put it here, and paste. Okay, and this I'll remove the below commit. I'll be removing it because I'm combining both output.txt is added and adding shebang. Okay, soon after updating the commit message, escape colon wq explanatory. See what I can see, successfully rebased and updated with this particular branch. Okay, so these two are getting rebased. Okay, if I do git log one line, what we are seeing here, what we're seeing here, these two are getting squashed, right? Where it went? That commit itself is not able to see. Okay, its status. What happened? Initial commit. Okay. Git log one line. Where that message got updated? We have rebased it, right? We combined it and we added profiles, changed pre-insertions. Oh, I think it took only one. Okay. So what I will do, out of this four, again I'll do rebase, git rebase hyphen I head tilt two. I'll keep it for top two commits for edit. Okay. These two these two commits. Okay. If I run this command, so it will go for top two commits for editing. Okay. Suppose if I want to squash this with the above one, I'll have to point S, because here it is saying the top was adding conditional loop for bug fix, and then below that was initial commit, right? So escape, I'll under escape colon WQ explanatory. Again, it will open for one more. Okay, again it will open for one more editor to edit the commit message, because we should be able to see the entire commit message when we are squashing it, right? So each commit will be having their commit message, right? So that should be up to date. That is the reason. So we should be able to update the commit message. Okay, what I will do, I'll remove everything. Okay, escape, insert. Okay, I'll remove this and I'll keep only, I think it's below line. That is the reason we are not able to see. And a txt is added and adding shebang. Okay, let's see. Escape. I'm saving the commit message for that top commit. Okay, so I can see successfully rebased and updated. Let's see. Git log one line. Now we are able to see because I was kept that commit message in below line. That is the reason we are not able to see that all three commit I have kept it as squashed and keep it in one commit.
Yes, yes.
Did you guys understood this?
Yes, sir.
ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದ್ಸರಿ ಕೇಳಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. Don't go with a doubt. See, initial commit was first, and output.txt is added for the second commit, and adding shebang was third commit. So all three have combined and kept it in single commit here. Okay, if I want to do copy, I want to do git show. So what are all the files and changes we can do? Git show. What happened? Let's see. Git show. Okay, there are, you can press down, there are three files, app.txt and app.txt and one more output.txt. So that commit will be having these changes, and the commit message will be this: initial commit, output.txt is added, and adding shebang. Clear? Clear with this? And suppose if you want to add again, okay, so clear with this definition? So we can club or combine, squash, or yeah. Club, combine, squash, all three are same with the multiple commits into a single commit and merge it together. Clear with this? So when you run this command, so it will move for editor, and there are, if you point squash, so there you can squash both the commits immediately. Okay, and let's go for the next point. Rebase will not allow us to continue with rebase until and unless resolves the merge conflicts. So yesterday we have resolved merge conflict, right? So when we have a merge conflict, so when merge conflict will occur? Okay, so when the same line of code is changed on the same file onto different branches, correct? Then the merge conflict will occur. Okay, and two developers might have modified the same line of code on two different branches. Okay, so what, how do we resolve that? So we are not aware of which changes to be merged, and we'll reach out to them and we'll inform them merge regarding the merge conflict. They will discuss and they'll give the change. That change we're gonna add and commit for a merge. Okay, so later we will merge those changes. Clear? Clear with this, Rebase? And also we can drop a commit in Rebase, and we can remove the commit in Rebase. We can edit the commit in Rebase. Okay, let's go one by one. How do I drop? How do I drop the commit in Rebase? Okay, let's say I have three commits, right? After rebasing, after combining six, I made it to three. Let's create some more. I'm gonna open code file to or app.txt. I will open this app.txt. Open Visual Studio. Did you guys configure Visual Studio? Okay. So you need to configure it, okay? Because that is the editor. You need to get familiar with uh, Visual Studio, because going forward we use that for code editor. Okay. Going forward we work with more in coding in the sense for scripting. okay, with respect to the tool, okay, in Jenkins and in Git. So we use those more. Okay, so I'm just adding a line in this file. I'm going to save this and I'll close this. So if I do git status, so app.txt is modified, right? Let's add and commit, git commit, update it, app.txt or shebang, right? Updated app.txt for shebang. So now if I do git log, there are 4 commits, right? Now, how do I drop? So what is the rebase that we're doing here? We can drop the commit in rebase. Let's see how do we drop. Okay, to drop a commit, we'll have to go for again git rebase hyphen I head tilt. Let's keep it edit for 3. Okay, so these 3 commits will be in editor mode. Okay, see the top commit will be at bottom, below commit will be at middle, and this will be at top. Okay, so remember that file to message to, this will be at top when I point tilt 3. Teja, Teja,
Sandeep.
what time you joined?
No,
What happened?
some internet issue was there. Like mobile data was not working properly.
Mobile data. Are you
Yeah,
not using Wi-Fi?
yeah. I was using Wi-Fi. I came to native, so mobile data I was using.
No, it is planned, right? Yesterday only I pinged that you should be make sure that Wi-Fi
I think it got,
and your mobile data and all, right?
yeah, it's got issue in
It
morning.
shows your interest, Teja.
Okay, only today it happened like that.
Okay, so let's keep top. I mean, when I point tilt 3, so the top 3 commit will be in a edited mode. So I'll keep it for top 3 commit. So if I run this, see this created file 3 message 3 from top, it is third commit, but when I kept it for edit 3 commit, the third commit will be at top, right? So it is in descending order, right? So now if I want to drop, so what is our definition is saying, we can drop the commit in rebase, right? What we can see in rebase to drop, what is the command to drop? What is the command?
Edit.
E is for edit. Okay, this I will explain later. So what is the command to drop? Let's scroll down. So here we have what?
D.
So remove
D.
right. So when you run git rebase hyphen I head tilt 2 or 3, it will give all the commands. Okay, so it will give exec, it will give break, it will give drop, label, reset, merge, and there are a lot of commands based on the project requirement we use. And we use squash for combining multiple commits, and we use edit for edit the commit message, and we use reward to edit the commit message as well, and pick is basically we are aware to pick that commit, right? Now suppose if I want to drop this particular commit, escape insert, instead of pick you will keep, either you can point fully or you can keep only D. Okay, correct. That's what we do in squash, right? So otherwise you can point complete command here, or you can keep it only S. Are you guys following me?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So
Yes, yes.
now I'll keep it as D. So after pointing D, I'll save. Okay, one more editor will get, there is a conflict. Okay, so why the conflict? So where is the conflict actually? See, here is conflict when I'm doing rebase. So now the definition for what is for definition for rebase? Rebase will not allow us to combine or continue with the rebase until and unless resolves the merge conflict. So when I'm dropping a commit, I got a merge conflict. Let's see what is the conflict. So where is the conflict? Conflict in app.txt, right? So there are multiple files are modified. There are multiple files are getting updated in that specific commit. That is the reason we are unable to do drop commit in app.txt. Why? Because remember that we have combined it, right? See, combining commits is not only combining the commit message. No, combining commit each changes. Suppose if you kept multiple changes created, so all those changes will get added in that specific commit. Okay, now let's see what is happening in app. Okay, let's open code app.txt. Okay, so let's see what to keep. Okay, so when I run code app.txt, the Visual Studio will get opened. Nothing to show here. Control S. There is no conflict, and
Sir, git status we have modified, right? Check in.
deleted by us. Okay. Let's do add. Git add. Git rebase. Check the status again. Okay. So git rebase hyphen continue. Okay. So if I run this command, see what it is saying. Git rebase continue, all conflicts fixed, run rebase continue, right? So I'm gonna run this. It will ask for conflicts app.txt and commit message is this updated app.txt for shebang. Just I'll point escape colon wq explanatory. Okay, now if I do git log one line, so that commit is get removed, right? We dropped that, right? So now we can
Yes.
have only three. So that means we can drop commit in rebase. Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And also we can remove, drop, both are same. So we have removed it, right? Okay. So what I'll do, I'll remove this. We can drop or remove the commit, right, in rebase, and we can edit the commit message. Let's see how do we edit the commit in rebase. Okay, to edit commit in rebase, we also go with rebase. Okay, with the same command. Suppose if I want to edit this commit message, I'll have to go for same git rebase -i head tilt 12 key. Okay, top 2 commit will be in a editor mode. I run this, but these are all the top 2. Which commit I wanted to be edited here? Let's keep it E. Okay, now suppose if I want to edit this commit message, instead of created file to and message to, I'll have to point different commit message. You remove this, instead of pick you point E. Okay, after pointing the rebase command, escape, save this colon wq explanatory. So it will give one more what happened. Okay, it should give one more editor to edit the commit message. Okay, to check its status. Wait just a minute. Let's continue with Rebase. Okay, if I do git log one line, okay, this commit message is not modified. Okay, so I'm gonna run one more again. If I had tilt 2, git rebase if I had tilt 2, let's keep this for edit, or or also you can do reward, also you can use to got it. Reward is for edit, sorry, reward is for edit the commit message, correct? And this edit is different. I'll tell what to edit and what to do with this edit. Okay, so reward is for edit. Okay, that's what we can see here, right? So edit the commit message, correct? Are you guys following me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'll copy this. Okay, I'm not able to copy. Okay, so instead of edit, I'll keep it for reward. Escape WQ explanatory, save this, and again it will give one more to edit this commit message, app.txt for shebang. Instead of this, updated app for else, I'll keep the commit messages fix for production, right? So for the identification, let's see how it looks in the commit message. Fix for production issue, escape :wk explanatory. So after that, updating the commit message, it should show like successfully rebased. Okay, if I run git log one line, so is it showing fix for production issue? So was it updated? Okay, suppose if you want to update this commit message, you keep tilt 3, top 3 commit all upstream head. Okay, so when you have only 3 commits, you should point only to. Okay, suppose if this commit message you want to edit, point reward escape :wk explanatory and edit this commit message. Instead of creating file 2 added for bug fix, right? Bug fix escape : save this, and you should be able to see successfully rebased. And when you run git log one line, is it updated? File 2 added for bug fix. Getting my point? And suppose again, if I run head tilt 2, see this edit will be, suppose if you want to edit any file in an each commit, that time you can use edit. Reward is for edit the commit message. Okay, getting my point?
Yes, sir.
Edit is to edit the inside file. Okay, so let's see how it works. Okay, so what I will do, I'll quit this. Okay, so I'll do git log one line. Okay, so how you will see which commit will be having the particular file changes. I'll copy this, I'll go for git show followed by the commit ID. Okay, so this ID will be having a file of app.txt changes, and the changes is these two, correct? Now if I want to edit this file through the commit, I'll go with edit. So we cannot add directly and one more commit will get created. So instead of creating one more, how do I edit? See, you getting my point? ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಹೇಳ್ತಿರೋದು. ಸಿ ಈ ಕಮಿಟ್ ಯಾವುದರಿಂದ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ? app.txt ಫೈಲ್ ಚೇಂಜಸ್ಸಿಂದ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾ? ಇವಾಗ ನಾನು ಈ ಫೈಲನ್ನು ಎಡಿಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಇನ್ಸ್ಟೆಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟಿಂಗ್ ಒನ್ ಮೋರ್, ಐ ವಾಂಟೆಡ್ ಟು ಅಪ್ಡೇಟ್ ದ ಸೇಮ್ ಫೈಲ್ with an extra line. I'll go with edit, right? Okay, so let's see how it works. Rebase head tilt to. Okay, so I'll keep this for edit. Okay, I'll keep this for edit. Okay, so I'll save this. Okay, and it is saying it is in Rebase. You should be open that file, right? Code app.txt. So this app.txt will get opened, and I'll have to update saying with if loop. Okay, some text I wanted to add. Okay, escape. Let's save this file, Control S, and close the file, and to check the status, because my changes is in Rebase still. I need to continue with the Rebase. Okay, I have just modified it to add git add dot. Okay, after adding, we'll have to go for git rebase continue. Okay, see what it is saying here is, once you are satisfied with your changes, we'll have to go with git rebase continue. Okay, git rebase hyphen continue means it will continue for Rebase. So again, it will show the same commit message. Let's not modify this commit message. Let's just save it. So are we able to see successfully rebased? Okay, now if I do git log one line, so no changes, no commit, extra commit will get added. With a similar commit only, the file will get updated. So instead of keeping it in extra commit, instead of creating one more commit on top of this, we can edit the file with a particular commit which belongs to the specific commit. That we call it as edit.
Sir, here commit ID got changed, right?
Yes, because for every changes, commit ID will change.
Okay, we are just editing the file.
Yes, in Git, every change, each change when you modify, when you do Rebase, the commit ID will change. When you do Revert, commit ID will change. So for every changes, the commit ID will get changed.
Yeah, okay, sir.
Okay, and I'm gonna give squash here, squash or club or combine, we call it as. Okay, it is used to combine by multiple commits into a single commit. Okay, the command here is git rebase -i head tilt 3. Okay, suppose if you want to edit for tilt 3 commit, you can point 3. For 4 commit, you can point tilt 4. Okay, and to see, this command will work for multiple task, and this command is different. When you run this command, the history will get added on tip of the other branch. And this command, there are a lot of commands in Rebase. Okay, this I will explain when we set a remote. Everybody created an account in GitHub or GitLab? What
Yes,
about
sir.
others? What about others?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Let's set after some 1 or 2 sessions. Let's work with remotely, remote Git. Okay. How we pull the repository, how we pull the changes, and let's work together. Okay. So any questions on this squash and reward and to drop a commit, drop or remove the commit, edit the commit message, and combining squashing it and rebase. See the rebase will do a lot of things. Okay, so this is what we do in rebase. Any questions?
Sir, when you squash na sir, even after squashing, the commit ID will change, right?
Yes, that's what. For every change in Git, the commit ID will get changed. Clear? For each and every change, the commit ID will get changed. Clear? Siddharth.
Yes, sir. Clear.
Okay, let's move to the next concept. Are you guys following me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Are you guys got
Yes, sir.
okay. Okay, so let's move to the next concept, that is git cherry pick. Okay, so this command is basically cherry pick, we call it is. Okay, the name itself is saying cherry hyphen pick, to pick a particular commit in the repository. So git cherry pick is basically the command where we use to pick a particular commit. Okay, there are interesting topics in Git. Okay, cherry pick, reward, edit, drop, and squash. Okay, let's learn one by one. Okay, so cherry pick is, let's give the definition for cherry pick. So git cherry pick, okay, is used to merge or is used to pick a particular commit in a branch. Okay, that is the reason we use cherry pick. Okay, so git cherry pick is used to pick a particular commit on a branch and merge it. So as soon as you run cherry pick command, so it will get cherry picked and it gets merged. Okay, so the command is git cherry hyphen pick followed by commit id followed by commit id. Okay, so let's see how this cherry pick works. Okay, so cherry pick works based on the to pick a particular commit on a branch and merge it. Okay, let's list the branch here, git branch, and I'll just list git log one line. I will just list the commits in this branch, and also I'll switch to the master again, git checkout master. Okay, now if I do git log one line, there are only 2 commits in master, correct? There are only 2 commits in master. Now I have 3 commits in the production branch. Suppose if I want to add this to the master, what should I do?
Git rebase prod.
No, rebase. Okay, what happens when we do rebase? When we do rebase, on top of these 2 commits, these all 3 commit should get added on top of this, so that at last we'll get 5 commits. I don't want all 5 commits to be kept in master. I want only one this commit. I want this particular commit. So what we do now?
We have this git cherry pick.
Yes, exactly. Copy this and run git cherry pick followed by the commit ID. This, see, when you're running cherry pick in master, as soon as when you run this command, the other branch commit will get added into the master branch. If there are any merge conflicts when you do cherry pick, you should be able to rebase it. Okay, let's run this. Let's see what happens. Okay, fix for production issue. This is from which commit, which branch commit? This is from the production prod branch commit, very top commit. And now when I want to add that into the master, I'll have to go for cherry pick. Now I can see master, one file changed and 3 insertion. Okay, now if I run git log one line, are we able to see 3 commits and the top commit will get up to dated? Fix for production issue, this came from prod into master.
Yes.
Did it cherry picked? And this updated where the head is pointing the latest changes, the head points to the latest commit, right? This is what you cherry picked from other branch to the existing branch. Clear with this cherry pick? Any questions on any doubts? Clear with the cherry pick? So
Yes,
cherry
sir.
pick is used to pick up particular commit. Okay, particular commit on a branch and merge it. Okay, as soon as you run cherry pick, it will get picked from that other branch and automatically it merges. And we can also see the file changes in it. Right. I want to do git show with a specific file changes, the app.txt. Okay, master branch will not be having app.txt, so it is getting added. Only it was file2 and pipeline e2e, right? So remember that I have added this. So everything it comes to the master branch. Correct.
Yes.
Clear with this?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now let's move to the next concept, that is revert and reset. Okay. Revert and reset. So what is this revert and what is this reset? Let's go one by one. Let's keep only revert. Okay, so what is this revert? So revert is basically, it is used to undo the committed changes. So here when we do revert, we do undo. Okay, control Z, right? Undo the committed changes. Here the history history will be tracked. Okay, so what happens when we do revert? So when we do revert, whatever the files that you keep it in staging area, it will move to the work directory in revert. Okay, so in revert, this used to undo the committed changes. Okay, it is used to undo the committed changes. Here history will be tracked. Okay, so let's see how this revert works. Command, I'm gonna list the command git revert followed by commit id. Okay, and also for git revert head. Okay, so what's the difference between these two commits? What is the difference between these two commits? Anybody know here?
So instead of commit ID, if you do git revert head, it will take the latest commit only.
Exactly. Revert the particular commit, and this always it looks for head. Okay, revert the latest commit. Okay, so that is the reason. Suppose let's say I'm in master now. If I do git log one line, okay, so I wanted to revert this particular commit, but when I use head, it will revert always head commit. But how do I revert this commit? So if that is the case, the head will not work. Why? Because head is always points to latest commit, correct? So that's why. So if I use git revert git revert followed by head, I'll show both the commits, both the command. Git revert head, so it will reward means the history will be tracked here. One more commit will get created. Just save this. Okay, and it will say git log one line. So again reward for this, it is created for one more commit, means according to the definition what it is saying, it is used to undo the committed changes. Here the history will be tracked, correct? Correct, right? Means if I do git status, okay, so once we committed the changes, this mode reverted. It means we are reverting from commit repository to the staging area when we do revert. Okay, so it will move that to the, that's why we are able to say revert fix for production issue, means we are able to, will be have a tracking of each changes in git by seeing this message. So it will create one more commit for a revert. Okay, so that is the reason we use this. It is used to undo the committed changes. Here the history will be tracked. How the history will be tracked? The history will be tracked with this commit message only. Okay, suppose if I want to revert any particular commit, suppose if I want to revert this, copy followed by the commit ID, so this will get reverted. Okay, so let's save this, and again if I run git log one line, so again one more commit will get created for this message, right? So here both the commits will be tracked here, right? So we can see what is reverted and which commit is it is getting reverted, right? Are you guys following here?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So that's how we use revert. So similarly, we do also have, so revert is basically used to undo the committed changes. So here history will be tracked. Okay. Similarly, we also have reset. Reset. Okay. So what this reset will do? Reset is used to, this will also be used as undo the committed changes, but here history will not be tracked. Okay, so it is used to undo the committed changes. Here history will be tracked. Sorry, will not be tracked. Here history will not be tracked. That is a major difference between